Hi, this is Josh from ICE Accelerate Marketing Automation Services. In today's blog, I'm actually going to show you why you would want to use opportunities, and also I'm going to show you how to build a very basic campaign using opportunities within Infusionsoft. First off, we should probably establish what are opportunities. For those that are uninitiated in regards to that within Infusionsoft, opportunity records are used to track a sales and or fulfillment process. They are primarily, not exclusively, used by companies that have direct sales reps who manually interact with prospects as they are making a buying decision. Each opportunity record stores the history for one complete sales process from the time a lead begins working with the sales rep to the time that the deal closes or dies. It stores notes, next action dates, stage, product interest, and more. You can use the information in opportunities to monitor workflow performance, sales rep performance, and forecast future sales revenue. Finally, opportunity records are also attached to a prospect's contact record. Okay, so now that you know what opportunities are, why would you want to use opportunities? Well, for one, to automate actions. Different stages in your company's specific pipeline. When you're using those stages, using the opportunities of Infusionsoft, you can trigger actions based off of what stage that they go into or they're taken out of. They're great for sales teams, first and foremost. Gives them a system to lean on. You can also use quotes within opportunities. There are buy now links. There are other features also that offer quite a bit of benefits for sales reps and sales teams when you're using opportunities within Infusionsoft. Now, for sales leadership, there's an obvious benefit to using opportunities as well for your company. For sales leadership, first off, you're giving your sales team an effective set of tools that they can use. Basically a process to lean on to help them get more sales by automating follow-up, by automating task reminders. This way, no leads fall through the cracks. Finally, for sales leadership, you also have a wealth of sales reports that are unlocked if you're using opportunities within Infusionsoft, which I'll show you here in a little bit as well. Finally, workflow processes. Opportunities can also be used for workflow processes. So if you have a fulfillment process, for example, and you want to have a little bit more organization and a little bit more of a sequential look at what happens in your fulfillment process, you can use opportunity stages to simulate that and to deliver the fulfillment of the product or service that you're offering with your company using opportunity stages. So you can lean on that as well to really help you expedite that process. Finally, opportunities, unlike other areas of Infusionsoft, when you're trying to build a pipeline or build a workflow, opportunities are scalable. If you're using, for example, a very basic campaign that uses tags and tasks, that's great, but you're going to run into possibly an issue in scaling that campaign, so this way you have multiple workflows happening all at once. Whereas with opportunities, you can actually have multiple opportunities triggering the same process. So this way, if you have, let's just say, 5 orders come in of product A, you can have 5 fulfillment processes being triggered and being assigned out to different reps, and they could of course be taking care of that customer. So that's another benefit to using opportunities. So talking a little bit further about workflow processes, you can track workflow using opportunities. You can delegate responsibilities, as I mentioned before. Plus, from a managerial perspective, because there are so many sales reports, and I know they're called sales reports, but they're actually more than sales reports. If you're using opportunities for a workflow process, then they're actually workflow reports, even though they're not labeled as such. But from a managerial perspective, you have some very valuable reports you can lean on in the sales reports to tell you the effectiveness of your workflows. And I put in here an example. I just recently had a client that I helped out, instanttags.com. And they basically, what they do for the state of California, and I believe for a few counties in California, is they help customers renew their registration through their service, and instead of having to go straight through the DMV. So basically, the differentiator that they offer is they offer 10 times the service that a typical DMV offers because of the fact that they're a private company versus a public company. Instant Tags, they had a registration renewal process that they were trying to build out within Infusionsoft, and they had the issue of, what if a customer wants to have their renewals go through our company, and they have several automobiles? Well, in that case, you're going to need to use opportunities, because opportunities are scalable, and you could have multiple opportunities attached to a customer record, which is reflecting all the different automobiles that someone is trying to register through Instant Tags. So that's a great example. And now another thing, talking about opportunities as well, and I just want to make mention of this, is that opportunities also allow you to see your bottlenecks, see your conversion rates. So this way, especially from a sales perspective, conversion rates are huge. If you want to be able to see what your conversion rates look like, and you can go and then coach, your sales reps on implementing different practices into their sales process, then that's obviously going to help your sales altogether. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump into building out a campaign. So I already have a campaign open here, which, as you can see, is completely blank. So we're going to jump in fresh, and we're going to create a brand new campaign built around exclusively opportunities. Okay, so we're going to start with goals here. And it doesn't really matter what icon you use. All these icons can be adjusted, so this way you're using them for different goals. I'm going to go ahead and just use this one right here. You click on the bottom left of the goal itself, change it to moves an opportunity, save. Okay, and then I'm going to call this new opportunity. Okay, and then into out of. See, so you have different ways you can configure this goal when it comes to the opportunity. You can actually trigger a sequence if someone's being moved into this opportunity stage, or if someone's being moved out of this opportunity stage. Okay, so if someone is moved into new opportunity, this is what's going to happen next. So I'm going to attach a sequence here, and this is where you create your workflow processes or your emails that go out. So I'm going to come into here, and I'm just going to call this new opportunity automation. Okay. So I just double clicked on it, came into the sequence so I can configure the sequence. And probably right away I want an email to go out to the contact, letting them know that we've received their information and introducing the sales rep. So that's where this comes in here. I probably also want to have a task go out right away to the assigned contact owner, or the opportunity owner, I should say. So this way, the task can be fulfilled, and the contact can be called or even emailed by the sales rep that's assigned the opportunity. Okay, so at this point, it can go a few different ways, obviously. I mean, let's just say that there is some success, and the sales rep is able to get in touch with the contact, and is able to convert the contact into a customer. Well, then you're probably going to want to put them into the closed won stage. So this way, when you're looking at reports, you can see the conversion of the new opportunity into close won. You could also trigger, again, automation after the contact has been converted over. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and just configure this when moving into one. Okay, and then you attach a sequence, and then if you want to have like an email go out here, you can have an email go out here. If you want to have a task go out, if you want to assign a new opportunity for a workflow process, you can do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to create fulfillment opportunity. Okay, and so with Infusionsoft, you can have multiple pipelines and multiple groups of opportunities. Let me show you where you can configure that. So if you go to the main menu, go to settings, and then come down to sales pipeline. This is where you can create pipelines. I have one already. This is a sandbox account. This is just at default the pipeline stages that I have. If I wanted to create additional, like one additional pipeline for that fulfillment process that I just triggered after a customer converts, then all I have to do is come here and create the stages for the fulfillment process. So I'll say new order fulfillment, could be stage 1, right? And let's see here, order we'll do 60. And actually, because it's a whole nother pipeline, you don't necessarily need to even have it continue this pipeline here. You can have it be a fresh pipeline. So we'll say that, and then we'll just leave target number of days probability alone, because at this point, if you're building a brand new pipeline, you don't even know what your target number of days is or what your probability is that someone's going to move forward past this stage. You will know in time once you have some reporting, and you can then adjust it. Okay, so new order fulfillment, I've got that stage here, and then I'm also going to say fulfillment finalized. I'm going to call this order 20. It's a very simple workflow process, 2 stages, that's it. Okay, so we've got 2 different stages here, right? Okay, so I'm going to come here. Okay, I'm going to put this into new order fulfillment. I can then stick this into, I can assign this to a specific owner, or I can assign it to a round robin, which you can have multiple round robins, multiple groups of users to your Infusionsoft account. This way, like if you have, like say for example, a group of employees that use Infusionsoft that are in the fulfillment department, and you have also a group that are in the sales department, you could have 2 different groups right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. Just put it on default round robin. I'm just showing you as an example, and then I'm also going to leave this unchecked because you want to create an additional opportunity. If you check this, then Infusionsoft will not create a new opportunity here because there's already an opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. Okay. So, alright, so very, very basic pipeline, 2 stages. Nobody has 2 stages, but I just wanted to show you from a very basic campaign how you can build a pipeline campaign within Infusionsoft. And so here we have a very, very basic pipeline campaign. Okay, so when this opportunity is created, the fulfillment opportunity is created, that can then start up a whole nother process and a whole nother campaign, or the same campaigns. It's up to you how you build your campaigns and whether or not you want to have a list of campaigns or you want to have just a smaller group of campaigns. Okay, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create it here within the same campaign. Okay, so when moving into the new order fulfillment stage, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and, task to package and ship, just as an example there. Okay, I'm not going to configure the task. I'm just shooting through this just to keep it very basic, very streamlined. Okay, and then once it's shipped, I would basically put in this task, not only to package and ship, but also to change the opportunity record to, order fulfilled, the final stage of the fulfillment process. Okay, so basically, so you can have this as one task. You can have this as multiple tasks if you want to be able to track the task of packaging, the task of shipping, the task of managing the opportunity, or you can roll it into one task. I mean, it's totally up to you and your preference. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and attach another opportunity stage here, and moving into fulfillment finalized. Okay, and then at this point, possibly, let's just say, if we're shipping an item like we're doing in this example, let's just say that the assigned user, or the assigned rep that's handling the opportunity, let's just say that they go into the customer's record, there's a custom field for tracking number, and they plug in the tracking number into that custom field, and then after they've packaged, they've shipped the order, they put it into the fulfillment finalized stage, then this sequence obviously is triggered, and this sequence could have an email with that custom field used as a merge field in the email, communicating the tracking number to the customer. Okay. So there you go. All right, so there you go. So you have two very basic opportunity pipelines here. One for sales team, one for a fulfillment team, all in the same campaign. Okay. So let me show you some reports as well. So if you go to the main Infusionsoft menu, go to Reports underneath CRM, and then click on Sales here on the left. You'll see all these different reports here. You have sales rep conversion percentages, which shows you how well sales reps are converting leads from one stage to the next. You have conversion percentages, which shows you how well leads are converting from one stage to the next. Stage-to-stage report shows you the average number of days it takes leads to move from one stage to the next, therefore identifying bottlenecks. Opportunity created detail shows you the number of leads created based on lead source, user, or assigned user. So you can see maybe if you have marketing from different lead sources and you want to see what lead sources are producing more opportunities, there you go. This way you can see where your ROI is as far as where you're spending your marketing dollars. Or if you have, say, for example, a lead generation team, and their job is just to cold call maybe businesses, and they're trying to generate new opportunities. Well, that report can also show you their performance, because it could show you how many of your users of Infusionsoft, and let's just say your lead generation team are all users of Infusionsoft, you can see how many opportunities they're all creating. Okay. Call history summary, view the total number of calls by rep. Just so you know how that works, that has to do with task. If you have call task, let's just going out to your reps or your users of Infusionsoft, this will tell you how many of those call tasks are being completed and how many are not being completed. So you can hold your staff accountable, or you can praise your staff for completing tasks timely. Call log report, if you want to see call details. So anytime a call task is completed, typically the user or the assigned rep will go into the task, they'll leave their notes, and then they'll complete the task, and you can see all the details, all the notes of all the tasks, all the call tasks that have been completed using the call log report. Sales pipeline summary, if you want to view a summary of the number of leads that have moved into and out of each stage in your pipeline. Sales pipeline detail, if you want to view all the leads that have moved from one stage to another and have a lot of detail, that's a great report for that. Opportunity revenue forecast. This allows you to forecast revenue based on product interest. So for that to work, you're going to have to use opportunities fairly extensively. And in the opportunity record, you're going to have to also make sure you're using product bundle links. You want to put down what products they're interested in the opportunity record, which I'll just show you real quick since I'm talking about it. Let's see if I could find a quick opportunity. This is a sandbox account, so I may have to create one. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Got it. All right. So if you're plugging in, here's an opportunity record tacked on to my contact record. So let's just say I'm a sales rep, and I'm trying to sell business cards. Okay. I just got off the phone with Josh Marsden, and I know that he's interested in business cards, so I'm putting down two different orders. Actually, it looks like two different orders of business cards. Okay, so that's where that comes in. So if your reps, when they're going into the opportunity, if they're inputting what product or bundle or subscription plan the potential customer is interested in, then that report will then will give you a forecast based off of what products all your potential customers are interested in, because every product has, a dollar, a cost associated to it. So that's where that comes in. Hopefully I explained that. I know it's kind of hard to explain, but Infusionsoft does a great job of explaining all these to you at help.infusionsoft.com, so I would highly recommend using that as a resource. So the next one, Opportunity Sales Report. This report shows actual revenue generated, broken up by total revenue, number of orders, average order value, and subscription revenue. Those are all great KPIs, key performance indicators that you might want to take a look at. Sales Cycle Report allows you to view the average number of days it takes a person to get to a particular stage since the opportunity was created by a rep. And then Opportunity Pipeline Summary. This report shows the current snapshot of opportunities in each stage, projected and weighted revenue, and average number of days spent in a stage. It's a great report. It essentially rolls in a number of other reports above that report into one report. So I definitely would highly recommend using that if you're taking advantage of opportunities. So that covers all the different sales reports when you're using opportunities within Infusionsoft. Hopefully this was very informative, very educational, and it also has promoted you to start to use opportunities within Infusionsoft. They could be a huge benefit to your business if you're using them. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us here at ICE Accelerate. Feel free to leave your comments below as well. And if you need additional help, we're always here. Feel free to go to our consultation stage and inquire about a consultation. We would love to help you. We're all about helping small businesses.